Hello, and welcome to this week's look at the world of Bond, James Bond. And I'm here in the UK and in the branch office. Oh, no, wait a minute, wait. Good God, she's real. Look, it's Bonita Drake, everybody. How are you?
I'm fine, and this is one of those myths that people didn't even know.
So this is your place then? This is lovely.
Yep, and we're actually two different people.
Two completely different people. I'm a character actor and have worked on all very small productions for many, many years. And Bonnie works in T-shirt management. Look, so we're all merched up. The Light Till Dark Film Festival. Yes, we're here in Örebro for the Light Till Dark Film Festival, and we are in the Roxy Bio. This is the Roxy Bio. We talk about this quite often. And here we are in this lovely theatre. And they've said if you're quick, you can do your podcast. So here we are.
It's over 11 years old, the cinema.
111, wow. It's lovely. It's really very quaint. And I sat back about, I would say I was probably sat there, where the end of my finger is there last night. We watched North by Northwest and Megaforce, the documentary to Megaforce, which was very, very entertaining. So if you do get a chance to see that, I'm sure it'll probably, Megaforce is bound to get a re-release, and then I dare say that particular documentary will be on it, but it was well worth a look. And, well, here we are. Mm-hmm. We didn't do this last year because we hadn't done this last year. This is how we met last year, and the podcast sort of came after that, and yet here we are with a first. The first time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. But it's all right. It's exciting.
Yeah. So if we do our usual, what is Bonnie wearing?
Well, what's Bonnie wearing? Bonnie's wearing the same thing that Johnny's wearing. Bonnie and Johnny wearing the same thing. So we can't really say any more than that, to be fair, which is true. But what's Bonnie drinking? Well, Bonnie's going to be drinking the same thing that Johnny's drinking, primarily because Johnny has been talking a lot this morning. I was doing a panel, the editing panel, and I've got a bit of a thirst on. So she has provided lots of special things for us to taste. What are we drinking today, Bonnie?
I decided, as you're going to be in the same country as me, to actually bring out all the ones that I tested that I liked.
Okay.
So that you kind of made fun of. So, Campus Zero.
It's not Campus. It's Champus.
Champus.
It's got a CH. Look.
Okay, Champus. Yeah, but it's Swedish.
Champus.
And this
Champus.
is what kids usually have around Christmas instead of champagne. You can get this in like a champagne bottle.
So I can taste this now, can I?
Yeah. And that's got a kind of Lucozade kind of taste to it. I really like it.
It's a 0, so my blood sugar will not be affected by this. Nice little bubbles on the top of it. It's also got one of those internationally annoying lids. Look at that. Right, Champus. Do you know what that reminds me of?
What?
And the people at home will know. Tizer. Do you remember Tizer?
Oh, yeah. But I don't think I can remember what it tasted like.
That's the first thing I thought about when I tasted that. It's really, really nice. Mm. And this is the thing they bring out yearly?
Yes.
Or is it all year round?
It's all year round, but around Christmas and New Year's Eve is when they do the like glass bottles with a pop so the kids can get the same.
I like that a lot. That's pretty good. What would I give that? What do you give that out of 10?
I give that 10. I like that. I drink it all the time.
Yeah. No, that's not bad at all. I could see myself liking that.
The downside is the logo used to have Örebro Castle.
Oh, okay.
Because it comes from Örebro, but now they've updated the logo, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that's I would say that's pretty good. I'm going to give that a good solid 9, I reckon.
Nice.
That's well worth a go. Champus.
Then
lovely.
We got Trocadero Zero, which is very similar. And it's also what you give the kids. It's all year round, but it's another one that the kids get around Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Trocadero. Oh, nice little... Oh, sounds good. Another 0 product, this one.
They're very similar, aren't they?
That's a stronger flavour, but that's, again, really pleasant. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But the first thing I thought about was Tizer. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that tastes like. but it's very nice. It's a clear liquid, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
a sort of just like a.
It's on the Lucozade lemonade sort of spectrum, I would say.
I tell you what I am getting, and again odd, but I'm getting Top Deck. Top Deck used to be a shandy lager.
Okay.
I mean, a very small, but we used to have that as kids. You probably had that yourself if you were of a certain vintage. But there was Shandy Bass, blue can made by Bass called Shandy Bass, which was a shandy made with ale, beer. And then there was another one called Top Deck, which was a lager equivalent. And that's got a little something about
I've
it.
never heard of that. There wasn't a chocolate called... Oh, Double Decker.
Oh, that was Double Decker.
Okay.
And a kids program called the Double Deckers, if you remember that. Okay,
So
that's
then-
not bad.
Then we got the one that you made fun of packaging,
Oh, here it is.
the Cuba Cola.
Cuba Cola.
So this is the Swedish version. This is very local again. You can't buy this anywhere else. This is Swedish.
For the record, it's not the Cuba Cola thing I was having a go at. It's
Yeah.
the zero bit. Look, they've written the
Oh,
word
okay.
zero in the silliest font. Cuba Cola, super. This, just like, it's just been added. Oh, God, we haven't written zero on it. We'll just type zero onto that.
And
Cuba
this is
Cola.
kind of their equivalent of Coca-Cola. And I don't know why it's called Cuba. I asked my husband. He obviously drank it a lot as a child. He doesn't understand why it's a Swedish
Right,
drink,
so-
and it's called Cuba.
And you get a krona back if you hand the tin in.
You get that on all.
You get one. So
of them, yeah.
the question is, does it taste like Coke? Does it taste like Pepsi? Does it taste like Roller Cola? Does it taste anything? Let's have a go. It's you struggle to decide whether it's anything but a general brand of Coke.
I would say it was a mild Coke.
Yeah, but it's not got that awkward aftertaste where you go, ugh,
Yeah.
what's that? Not unpleasant. Those people who are fans of a rum and Coke or a whiskey and Coke, that's probably a good mixer, I would say. Very good.
And our last one
The last one, I'm glad you got. I'm full of bubbles here. A bit of the old indigestion happening.
is the Yule Must.
You must drink this.
And instead of being a zero, it's sugar-free. That's how they've written
Oh, is that how they've written it?
it. Yeah.
And they spelt
Sugar-free.
sugar-free, Sockerfree. Sock-free. It's got a Christmas thing on the
Yeah,
front of it.
this only comes out twice a year. It comes out Easter Yule Must.
Yule.
Oh, Easter
I know.
Must.
Yes, and then Yule as in Yuletide.
Yes, and Christmas Must.
Does it taste of Christmas? And the Easter one, is it any? Are they same thing? They just package it differently.
There's been Swedish YouTubers who have sworn blind
Oh.
that it's different tastes, but the people that make it say it's the same stuff.
Just tasted the top of that. Oh my word! Right, let me go back and have a proper taste. I've done the proper taste with the others. I have a feeling I'm going to go straight back to the Trocadero in a minute and have another swallow because this tastes like it's absolutely shocking. Right, hang on.
No, that's Swedish.
Oh, man.
That's Swedish. You can't.
That is terrible. Who drinks that shit? More importantly, who buys that shit? Wow.
You eventually get used to it.
No, you
but it's-
don't. You get used to it if you're locked inside a room and beaten with a stick. That's, oh my goodness, that's really, really, really bad. I'm so sorry to those Trocadero's going to come back have another go.
I'm gonna. Oh, where am I going? I'm sticking with my.
It's a palate cleanser.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's an idea. Oh dear. Okay, so as far as Yule Must is concerned, don't buy it, please. They don't deserve it.
The whole of Sweden is gonna
This,
deport you now.
have a go on this. This is great. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. So that is the.
What is John drinking?
What is John drinking? What's John got? Indigestion. That's what John's got. From the. Oh, good lord. Right. So, I watched just in relation to that. So, she's just shown me a picture of People magazine, right? People magazine, back in the mid-1980s, started a thing. Do you know who the first cover guy was, who they started with, incidentally?
No, is it somebody really good looking or somebody that hasn't aged very well?
Yes and yes is the answer to that question.
Is it like David Hasselhoff?
No, it's no. I said yes and yes, not
Okay.
no and no. The first cover.
I'm so dyslexic.
You just listen. 2 ears and 1 mouth. Come on, have a go. The first person they had, People magazine had as the sexiest man
Brad
alive.
Pitt.
No,
George Clooney.
no.
Robert Redford.
Think of Australians.
Hugh Jackman.
No. I mean older Australians.
Mel Gibson.
Thank you. Mel Gibson was the first sexiest man alive. And what was interesting about that was that the opening part of the interview, practically the tagline they sold it with, was Mel Gibson saying, "Look, I don't want to do this. I think it's a terrible idea." That's the first thing he started with. And then they put the cover on, they put the sexiest man alive. And subsequently, there have been, in fact, one of their favourite ones was Richard Gere and Cindy Crawford were on the front, and they put a thing on there saying sexiest couple alive. And then the following issue was Richard Gere on his own, and Richard Gere was quoted as saying, "Well, about time." So that's what he said. And of course, the most famous one out of the lot, as we all know, being Bond fans, is Sean Connery being put on the front cover as the sexiest man alive. And the photograph that I think was on the cover was of him in his 60s with the bald head and the moustache and that sort of thing. However, bingo card at the ready, ladies and gentlemen, because she's ticking off boxes on the bingo card already. We are moments in here, and she's picked up sexiest man alive, and it is her old friend Jonathan Bailey on the cover in the water. Soaky
yes.
wet Johnny.
Still wearing a shirt.
I'm all gassy now because of that. Oh dear. Still wearing a shirt, as one does when one is looking to be extra sexy in these things. But so what's the verdict?
So wickedly handsome and oh so charming. We know we nailed it. Yes, you did nail it.
So the verdict then, you're, from a female perspective, right, you are agreeing that that's a good choice.
That is an excellent choice. And he would be an excellent Bond. I have no problems. Jonathan, please. The powers that be. Sexiest man alive. It should be Jonathan, should be Bond.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Please, if I may. Okay. We touched on this briefly before, but not much. But I do want to ask the question. Would being James Bond, right, be difficult from the whole package of Bond for a gay man? Do you think that would... he's an actor, so we're not disputing the fact he's an actor. He can be whoever he wants to be in the character. But from a female perspective, apart from you who don't care very clearly,
I honestly don't give a monkey's.
Right, but is there going to be questions asked? You know what the Bond community do? They query things if somebody turns up with the wrong hair colour.
Yeah.
Right? So if the actor who turns out to be Bond is a gay man, is that going to have a knock-on effect with the way in which the role is played or the way in which the role is written, do you think? Is there going to be some sort of backlash in relation to that?
No, I don't see a problem with it at all. I mean, he's come to... The biggest amount of fame that he's got recently is with Bridgerton, and that's a straight love interest, and we all fell in love with him.
Right.
In Wicked, he's doing the straight love interest. We all fall in love with him. So, no, I don't have a problem. And I think we're, especially women, we can separate. But I think with 2025, we can separate the actor, the role, and the person at home.
Okay.
So I'm perfectly fine with having Bond, as long as he's British. He can be whatever he wants to be at home. And if he wants to turn up on the red carpet with a boyfriend, I'm down with that.
No, absolutely. I bring it to the attention only on the basis that we've come full circle, if you will, where there's a genuine contender for the role of James Bond is a gay man, whereas the actor who was playing Bond, Daniel Craig, right, has had a whole new lease of life playing a gay man in the movie Queer, and funnily enough, he got more backlash for being blonde than he ever did for doing a role like this. So it's obviously proving his versatility as an actor, and being able to do all of these sort of bits and pieces, very, very important. And yet, when you then look back to 40, 50 years ago, when being gay was still against the law, and you had actors like
Rock Hudson.
The whole... oh dear, who am I thinking of? John Gielgud, So actors of this nature who are put on pedestals, and yet because of their sexual preference, then all of a sudden things change. So I think it's very interesting to look at it from a different point of view. But certainly, as far as you're concerned, you don't have a problem with it. And and the other thing, just on a similar vein, the producers used to say, of course, that, and it was Cubby's wife, who was the one, Dana, who used to get the go, is he sexy enough? Cubby would ask her, is he sexy? Yeah, absolutely. Sean Connery, asking that same question. As a woman, is he sexy? Yes. The fact that he's a gay man, does that make a difference? Is he sexy? And clearly, the answer from your point of view is no. And I wonder if the women in the world are going to find that a similar exercise, if that's the case.
I think so, because Bridgerton has got such a huge fan club, and we absolutely love Jonathan, and when Jonathan's name comes up, we're all like, you don't find anyone who thinks Jonathan is not absolutely adorable and sexy. And luckily he doesn't. Usually actors like that do get guys' backs up, and Jonathan doesn't get the guys' backs up too much,
right?
Because there's a lot of really good looking guys out there that you say it to a guy and the guy goes, no, I don't like him.
And it's not. I suppose it's not the same sort of pissing contest that it used to be either. That I'm better looking than you are. I can do this. I can do that. It's a different thing these days. But of course, as you say, those roles that he's famous for right now. The reason that he's been put on this list, apart from your constant hard work, I might add, is Bridgerton, Wicked. What was he in prior to Bridgerton? There was something. I forget, but anyway, but they're the two that have really nailed that sort of romantic lead type position, isn't it?
And I mean, he's in Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, the latest Jurassic World one.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he is. Yes,
and he's sort of playing the love interest there as well. It's not as strong because there's a lot of other things going on in that film that makes it absolutely awful. But he's still playing that part, and to me, I don't care. If I was married to the dude, I would have a problem. If I was dating the dude, I'd have a problem with him being gay. But as an actor, then no, I don't have a problem at all.
If you were, if you were dating him or married to him,
yeah, I'd probably have a problem with him being gay.
Well, yeah, unless that had been kind of cleared up prior to the whole signing thing. What do you mean you're gay? Really? When did this happen?
But otherwise, I mean, I have no problem, and I fantasize about him, and I think he'd make an awesome Bond.
You heard it here first. She fantasizes about gay man, innit? Super. Okay. Right. Now we're going to throw a bucket of water over and cool her down. What's next on your agenda? She has all the agendas here. As I say, I don't do a great deal of the work. I simply set up the camera situation and the sound, and I talk nonsense for 5 minutes while she finds out what's happening next, which is exactly what she's doing now. Here we go.
I don't know if this is true or not, but it just popped up.
Go on.
That when Disney was making The Lion King, Sean Connery was Disney's first choice to voice the character of
Mufasa, which was Simba's father.
Yeah, but he turned down the role. And I am so glad he did that, because
James Earl Jones.
That just wouldn't work.
No, they can still see us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just that. What's happening of late, for some reason, is that the screensaver, that's the word. The screensaver turns up, but it's still recording, so it's not an issue as far. Just to make it easier for you. Look, I'll do that, and there we are back again. Right. So, well, what year was Lion King? 94?
94, yes.
94.
I mean, his voice is absolutely fantastic in Dragonheart.
Well, this is the point I was driving at, which was 4 years later, right? 4 years, 5 years later, 4 years later, I think. And it was probably, even though it appeared to be a great deal more work, he didn't have to do it all in one foul swoop. If you go back to 1994, there is stuff on YouTube, if you go and look at it in relation to the making of Lion King, the characterizations, the way in which the voice actor is working, not with the footage, but they're working, of course, with ideas of what their character looks like. So they haven't got to the stage where they're not voicing the footage, they are voicing the character. The character is then put onto and animated to say the words, as opposed to the other way around. And I think what had happened is that it would have been a great deal more work for Sean back then, maybe. James Earl Jones had done other bits and pieces like that before, those similar sort of things. So he was already an old hand at that sort of stuff.
But that voice is
his voice is absolutely... I mean, him, Connery, yeah, two very recognisable voices. But for the character of Mufasa, I think you need that sort of guttural voice,
Yes.
that voice that starts right down here. And, of course, who's the villain? Jeremy Irons. What's his character? His voice, very, very specific voice
his
as well.
character within it.
Oh, my God.
Oops.
There's
Okay. Let's set that up.
been an opinion as far as Yule must.
Yeah, you must have just gone all over the floor.
Yule must pour it all over the floor. Never mind, it'll soak in and burn a hole through to the Earth's core. It's shocking.
I feel like Jeremy Irons' character was very much like the George Sanders, who did the Jungle Book.
In the Jungle Book. Yes, that's right. Shere Khan, wasn't it? He played the yes, his a very distinctive voice. Right casting though as well. I think perfect. But if I had a choice, I think Connery's playing the dragon in Entrapment is a brilliant piece of casting. It's really very. And I'm doing Michael Caine. Did you know that I've seen Entrapment. I've seen, what did I call it Entrapment for? He's in that as well. It's not the movie I meant.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah. Dragonheart. I've seen Dragonheart, 6-7 times. It gets me every time. I cry in exactly the same place every time. So good.
His relationship with Dennis Quaid.
Yep.
The only dodgy bit is the one who plays the prince. Is it David Thewlis or
Thewlis. David Thewlis. Yeah.
Because he's not very royal.
No, he's not. No.
And it's a bit of
He's a right northerner.
Yeah. So that bit's a bit off for me, where they went with that casting.
Dennis Quaid, as we all know, we're amongst friends here. Dennis Quaid, as we all know, bit of a lunatic, right? Lost his... gone completely potty. This is one of the only movies I actually like him in.
You didn't like Inner Space?
No, because Dennis Quaid... I have a real issue with Dennis Quaid.
Oh, I love Inner Space.
No, I didn't like Inner Space. Martin Short's character,
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
Inner Space. No, Dennis Quaid, take or leave. But his casting in Dragonheart, fabulous. Randy Edelman, music, sensational. I love it. There's not much about that movie I don't like. I would genuinely say it's great. And it gets me every time. That's the mark of a good movie, is that you know it's coming. You know what's happening. You know your heartstrings are going to get pulled. Bang. And it gets you, and you go in exactly the same thing every time. That's quality stuff. That's really very, very good indeed.
So it's been a slow week because obviously we've been busy.
We've been busy doing this. So this is effectively, we're just making stuff up as we go along. But don't let that change the way you feel about us.
But we have my Christmas list.
Oh, God. Yeah, she's got the Christmas list, and she's found something Bondian on her Christmas list that she's terribly excited about.
The Thunderball.
It's James Bond Lifestyle promoting this, by the way, and it's a snow globe. That's the word, is it? Snow globe? Internationally, snow globe?
Yeah, I would say, snow globe.
And it is Bond in Thunderball, underwater, with the snow falling. He's got the backpack, the orange wetsuit, the harpoon, and my colleague, she likes this. So when we put the list up, when we put the Christmas list up, a bit like the wedding list, you know, people used to have a wedding list. Oh, are you doing toasters? Yeah, no, I'll do swing bins then, or I'll do something like that. So when we put the Christmas list up, if people could do this, she'd be ever so thrilled.
The James Bond snow globe.
Hand-painted figure.
I mean, that's
A
really
unique
cool.
tribute to Thunderball. Super.
I didn't know I needed one. I did not know I needed a James Bond.
The mark
snow
of a
globe.
good gift. You don't know you need one until you go, Jesus, I like that. I really, really need that.
But otherwise, it's been very quiet.
We've been, I've been very excited about coming to Sweden and spending time here in Sweden and living my life in the cinema and going downstairs and drinking coffee in the coffee shop. And why don't you come? Come over.
That one.
Yes. Now, from Dune to Bond. Dune, of course, the last final instalment of
The books.
of the books, or I don't think they're writing anymore. Anyway, Bond director Denis Villeneuve, or Villeneuve, I've done it myself. I spent last week going Villeneuve, and I've just said Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve. He has finished. Dune is done. And now he is 100% on James Bond.
So that's interesting to see how that sort of kicks things off and gets things going.
I would be, what are we now? Start of November. I would like to think that by Christmas, this is the prediction, by Christmas we will have maybe some idea of who the new Bond will be.
That would be a great Christmas present.
In the past, they've announced a Bond, and then there will be the announcement of a title. Maybe further down the line, because they often do that at the end of production, particularly from a press perspective. But maybe this time, because it's new territory, it's absolutely brand new, I think they might go for towards Christmas, because release would be, 27? 27. So going into production next year, obviously initial production taking place with Denis and all the producers, etc. But initial production taking place next year for release 27. And I'd like to think that maybe before Christmas we might get our first glimpse of a new James Bond, or a new announcement of James Bond, which will please your lot no end. The Jonathan Bailey mob. If it goes to Jonathan Bailey, if they don't employ that huge, great, tall bloke.
do Bond like that.
Jacob Elordi. Elordi, you're so tall. Oh, Elordi. And on the subject of silliness and crazy individuals a la Dennis Quaid, let's talk about Nicolas Cage for a moment, shall we? Nicolas Cage gets into character as the real-life Serbian spy who inspired James Bond while filming his first scenes on the set of a World War II thriller, Fortitude.
And there he is in his tux and a little gun. Very Bond.
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to borrow that off you because I can't quite read it.
It's directed by Simon West, who anyone who knows me, who really knows me, knows that I do not like Simon West.
Simon West directed
Con Air.
And the first, did he do the second or the first? Certainly the Lara Croft Tomb Raider picture. I remember that being one of his early works. A long working relationship with director Simon West continued on Monday as Nicolas Cage began work on their latest collaboration in the English countryside. The American actor who first worked with West in his 1997, I didn't know it was his first movie, directorial debut, Con Air.
He came from ads.
Is that right?
And you can tell.
He will play real-life double agent Dushko Popov in the spy thriller Fortitude, a retelling of British intelligence efforts to fool Nazi Germany at the height of World War II. thought to be the inspiration for author Ian Fleming's iconic James Bond, Popov, a Serbian national, played a key role in the operation, codenamed Fortitude, an attempt to convince Hitler that Allied forces were planning to storm Calais rather than intended target of Normandy. Dressed in a smart tuxedo and bow tie as filming commenced in the rural England, Cage, 61... Really? 61?
What did you think he was older? Or
Jesus,
younger?
yes.
Older.
Good heavens, I didn't realise he was 61. Wow. Cage, 61, certainly bore all the hallmarks of a classic 007 while waving a pistol at two cast members occupying the front seats of a vintage Bentley. The smartly dressed hostages were seen remonstrating with Cage as he stood alongside the car, his gun trained on the driver. The actor appeared to pull them over after blocking the road, the pistol aimed at the car occupied by a heavy-set male driver and his attractive female companion, played by American actress Jenny Watwood in an unconfirmed role. Well, there we go.
I don't recognise that name.
No, I don't recognise Jenny Watwood. What? Wood.
I always like what Spike Milligan said once, that Edward Woodward sounded like somebody farting in the bath.
And of course, you take all the O's out of Edward Woodward's name, he becomes Iwawuwa. Is that O's? Yes, I think it is. Iwawuwa. No, D. Oh, I don't know.
I always had a soft spot for Edward Woodward.
I always had a soft spot for Edward Woodward. That's got to be... That's an album title.
Okay.
I always had a soft spot for Edward Woodward.
Because I liked
Track one, side one.
He was the Equalizer, wasn't he?
He was the Equalizer, yes,
and
he was.
And he did something earlier. Was it Callan?
Callan.
I managed to see, I've managed to see maybe 2 episodes of that.
It's very good. It's well worth looking at if you haven't. That was from the Daily Mail, by the way, because obviously she's had no time this week, but she has had time to go through the bins of the social media. Nicolas Cage, what are your opinions on Nicolas Cage? Notes down there in the keys there. Contact us on social media if you wish to discuss Nicolas Cage in any shape or form. God knows why. 61, did you think he was 61? I thought he was older.
Strangely, I don't think of him. So I
don't think of him at all.
I wouldn't know either way. Because I said to you, which way did you think? Because I actually
I mean, I'm over 50, but I knew he was older than me, but I never thought he was not that older than me. You know, I thought he was much mid to late 60s, I would have thought.
How old is Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is 61, 62? 61, 62.
Tom Cruise looks good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you get your flu raked out every 5 minutes and have your hair dyed every 10 minutes, then you're going to look that good. There's no two ways about it. And he's built like a bowling alley. He's huge. All of that, and, you know, there's masses of him for a little fella. He's only this big, you know. He's actually the Bond in the snow globe. It's Tom.
He's not that short unless he's got a lot of power, more power than I can think of. Because I went to Madame Tussauds in London, and we stood next to the Tom Cruise mannequin, or whatever they're called. Is it called a mannequin?
It's yes, okay, I'll go with that. It's yes.
And he was
waxwork.
He was the same height as my husband. So, and my husband's 5'10". So unless he has bought off the people...
Lifts. Got lifts in his shoes.
Yeah, unless he's bought off Madame Tussauds, then...
Well,
because
discuss.
I also stood next to the singer, Adele.
Adele, yeah.
When she was, like, normal-sized.
Right.
So it's quite some time ago, and I stood next to her, and we both looked like 2 normal people waiting on the bus.
Oh, okay.
But people always say, oh, she used to be a fat girl. But she was normal looking, her mannequin.
And now she doesn't look so normal. Now, I always worry about, what did I see a picture of the other day? Ariana Grande.
Oh, wow.
What is going on there?
That's it. Oh, somebody should give her a sandwich.
Here, love, have a bite to eat.
Yeah.
I mean, she really does look ill. She's maybe she's not. She always seems very happy. She always seems very upbeat when she's doing interviews. And
she turned sideways and disappeared.
She's always very squeaky and exciting. And then you go, wow, those collarbones. She's got the biggest collarbones all sticking out. Oh dear. We're just worried. We're not having a go at her. We're just worried. All right. We've made the comparison, the change between Adele when she was Adele and Adele now when she's still Adele, but there's less of her. And she occasionally doesn't look very well, and that's the thing. So we're just worried.
We're just worried.
Anything else on your exciting agenda, or have you given up now?
No, that's about it. Apart from the fact that, people should attend Light Till Dark. It's probably too late this year.
It probably is, but
next year. But because what were we doing 2 minutes ago?
We were doing a very interesting editors panel. We had 3 editors who were sat here. I was mediating. We had a good audience, good crowd, and we were asking questions about their role as editors, their inspiration, how they work with the director, the technology behind it. Do they change the pace of a picture, change the direction of a movie simply by doing their job to the best of their ability? And it was very entertaining. Last year, I was lucky enough to come here and do a stunt panel. We've done an editorial panel. Next year, who knows? It could be composers. It could be costume design. It could whatever. There's always somebody within the film business who.
And we always get somebody bloody amazing.
Yeah, we've been very, very lucky.
So last year we had Paul Weston, who was Bond, obviously.
Paul Weston, who's done it all.
Superman,
Bond.
Harrison Ford a bit with him, and he's done everything. And then this year we've had Martin Hunter, who edited The Shining. Oh no, he worked on The Shining.
Well, yeah.
He edited Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
He edited Event Horizon, which he's going to be doing a live commentary to. So if you ever feel nostalgic and wish that we still had DVDs with all the extras on.
Live DVD commentary, that's what it's all about. When's he doing that?
I think he's doing that on Saturday. He's doing that tomorrow, I think.
Super. So
Full Metal Jacket tonight, Event Horizon tomorrow.
And I'm doing a Q&A with him afterwards. So that'll be very exciting. So these are the type of things that Light Till Dark does on a yearly basis, and there's no harm in getting in contact with Light Till Dark and saying, I'm really interested about it, would you send me some stuff? Because the team there, the media team, they'll do all the bits and pieces, they'll send you stuff, they'll send you links. We'll put the website address down at the bottom so you can go and click on that and have an explore, and it would be really good to come out maybe next year and do it and make a few days of it. There's Örebro here to have a look at. There's so much to do. Go to Stockholm. Go to do stuff around. There's always stuff to do. Plenty to see. Good food. Great places to go to. It's well worth it.
And you can meet me.
If you're really lucky, you get to say hi to us. Oh, you lucky people. So that's about the size of it. We will cobble this together and put it out as soon as possible. And I dare say that next time that we do this, it'll be back through the Zooms, won't it?
I'll say goodbye to you again.
Very possibly, but we'll always have Örebro. So that's about the size of it until next time. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.